What is going on, people? I am here for, if you couldn't tell by the title, another movie review. And no, it's not part of the 31 Days Half October series. It's its own review. Why? Because this movie actually does not come out till the 20th. Next week, next Tuesday. I got it in the mail to review for Artspoitation Films, which I've mentioned before. They sent it over to me. I just got done watching it, and it's a little bit different, I'll tell you that much. It's more heaven and hell and a little bit of cultish and all that stuff. But it's very interesting, I'll tell you that much. Sometimes it's a little... it's got a lot going on, so sometimes you have to... Well, I'm probably going to have to... sit down and watch it through again. But I must say it's I saw the trailer for it and it didn't disappoint. Anyway, the movie I am talking about is Welcome to the Circle. This, like I said, is put out by Artspoitation Films. It does not come out till next Tuesday. So you got time to either sit down and watch the trailer or hear my review and then sit down and watch the trailer and then buy it. Anyway, before I get into the review, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and of course hit that bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff. This month you don't have to worry about it because you're going to get a video a day. Today you're going to get 3, but you're going to get a video a day for the entire month of October for every horror movie that I review. So anyway, this movie is written and directed by David Fowler. It stars Matthew MacCaull, who plays Greg, Taylor Dianne Robinson, who plays Samantha, his daughter, Ben Cotton, who plays Grady, among many others. So pretty much what this movie is about is it's a father and his young daughter, and they end up going on a camping trip, and pretty much right from the beginning, they're in a tent, they're, telling each other stories and all that stuff, and at night, I guess, Greg forgets to turn off his light, and it attracts a bear, and right from the beginning, he gets attacked. Well, later on, he wakes up, and he's now in this, camp-like place. It kind of looks like a summer camp type deal, but pretty much a couple girls, they went and they saved him, and now he's, waking up and figuring out what the hell's going on. And as you go through the movie, you realize that this, camp, so to speak, might not be the best place to stay because you find out that, let's just say, it's kind of like a cult deal, I guess you want to call it. They keep on talking about this higher being, this guy Percy, who they're I don't want to say, I guess you could say they're kind of blindly following kind of deal. And throughout the movie, it's now Greg and his daughter trying to get out of this camp because like I said, the couple people that are there are definitely brainwashed. And throughout the camp, you get these I was about to say silhouettes, but it's not. These mannequins, and throughout the movie, you kind of figure out what's going on with them because they're interacting. The few people there are kind of interacting with them like they're actually there. So in the beginning, I'm like, what is going? But as the movie progresses, it does get into a bigger story, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, now it makes sense. Now everything's kind of going along, and the beginning where you're like, I'm not following, it kind of, opens up the door, and you're like, okay, now I do get it. But not only do you get that little storyline, you get another storyline where another person is brought into this, circle is what they call it, and she is actually like a spy, so to speak. She's she ended up finding her way to this camp, or whatever you want to call it, this circle, and they're actually looking for another person, and they found out that she ended up going to this place, and like I said, she became brainwashed, and the people who are looking for her are the husband, I'm guessing a sister or a friend, and then there's a guy who actually came from this, one of those people that eventually saw the light. The best way I can kind of say it is, if you've remember a couple years ago where that Westboro Baptist Church was, the big thing. Everybody, they would go to all these places and speak the word of God, but they'd go to like war heroes, funerals and all that stuff. Well, they're all saying that this family is a cult and all this stuff. Well, eventually, certain people broke away and, saw the errors of their ways and stuff. Well, this guy that they bring has first-hand knowledge because he did end up growing up there and knows what the hell goes on, and I guess cleared his mind and figured out, that there's other way of living. So they end up going back to this camp, trying to find this person. And let's just say from there, it just opens up even more doors and, I don't want to say twists and turns, but let's just say there's different, like, planes and playing fields and all that stuff kind of deal. Like I said, I'm going to have to probably sit down and watch it again now. Going through it, the first time I was like, okay, what? And then it kind of, opened the door and I'm like, okay, I get it a little bit more than I did before. But after, I'm going to have to sit down and be like, okay, now I get it a little bit more. And, it is one that you have to sit down and watch, because if you miss something or you're getting, distracted by something, you're going to miss like a key plot point, and then you're going to be like, what's going on now? But I like I said, it started off something and it turned into a different type movie. I saw the trailer for it and I'm like, this looks intriguing. I'm not the biggest, cult movie guy kind of deal, like demons and possessions and all that stuff. This one, I sat down, I watched, and I thoroughly enjoyed. So this one, like I said, comes out the 20th. From Artspoitation Films. So what I'm going to do is, for every review that I do, I post the trailer for the movie. I'll also post a link to where you can purchase this when it does come out. Right now, I looked on Amazon, and it is up for pre-order. So I'll leave the link for that as well. I'll leave the link for all my other social medias. I got a Facebook fan page. I got a Twitter. Got an Instagram where I show off the movies behind me. I'm part of the Dorkening, which is a podcast that we have on independent directors, writers, actors, actresses, so on and so forth, to talk about their movies. The lesser known movies, would get them on for about an hour and just talk about, experiences and stuff like that. So if you're into that, check out The Wicked Horror Show on the Dorkening Podcast Network, where there's like 30 other shows on there. So if you're into podcast audio style, check us out there. Or if you're into, live, you can sit down and, ask questions when we do have guests on. Check us out on Facebook or YouTube, and you can ask questions from there. But definitely go ahead, check out Welcome to the Circle when it comes out in a week. So, yeah, like I said, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the review, as little as I can say with this without giving too much away, hopefully you enjoyed it. And, of course, hit that like button, and, of course, hit that bell button. Like I said, this month you're not going to need it, but after this month, when I do more reviews or unboxings or anything like that, you'll be the first one to know if you have that bell rang. And, yeah, I guess until next time, or until I do my 31 days, I'll see you guys.